Let's close our eyes for a minute and imagine an ideal future. A future where we meet every day with confidence and calm, where stressful situations do not knock us out of the rut, but only make us stronger, where we control our emotions, not them and us. How great it would be to live in this state of inner harmony every day. But what if I tell you that this is already possible today? What are the keys to such self-control that ancient Stoicism gave us? In this video, I will share the simple but powerful advice of the Stoics about how to maintain calm and clarity of mind in any situation. As the wise man Epictetus said, it is not important what happens to us, but how we react to it. By applying these practices of Stoicism in everyday life, we can radically change our view of stressful events, stop being a victim, and learn to control your emotions and reactions. Before we start our joint journey, I would like to ask you for a small favor. Let's try to focus as much as possible and be attentive throughout the video. After all, you are not just passive viewers, you are active participants in this experience. Your presence, attention, and openness to knowledge are very important. Let's appreciate every minute spent together and use this time to the fullest to expand your horizons and growth. Are you ready to plunge into the fascinating world of Stoicism? Then we begin our journey. 1. Develop self-awareness. Have you ever stopped to listen to your own thoughts? To listen to your inner voice? It is very interesting to realize that there is a constant conversation in your head. Sometimes this inner dialogue is calm, and sometimes it resembles a whirlwind. It is important that this inner dialogue forms your emotions, your decisions, and, in the end, your life. Self-awareness is a setting for this dialogue, an understanding of why you feel what you feel and think what you think. This understanding undoubtedly changes the situation. Imagine yourself as two people. One of them is the thinker, the one who is angry, upset, or worried. The other, which is very intriguing, is the observer, the part of you that observes everything without judgment. This observer is your inner pillar. When you find yourself in a difficult situation, switch to the role of an observer. Watch your reactions without giving in to their influence. It is very important to understand that we are not talking about suppressing emotions, but about understanding them without giving in to their control. Every time you feel a strong emotion, pause and ask yourself, why do I feel this way? It is very important to get to the root of the problem. Such reflection will help you not just react, but answer. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, you have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this and you will gain strength. This philosophy is not about ignoring your emotions. It is about not allowing them to disturb your peace. Start with small, daily irritations. Maybe it is a slow connection to the internet or a long line in the store. Observe your irritation, realize it, and then let it go. Gradually, you will gain strength to apply it to more serious problems. Remember that self-analysis is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And with its strengthening, your ability to maintain calm and concentration also grows, so that it does not throw life at you. 2. Be resilient to adversity. Life is like an unpredictable game of marbles. Sometimes you dodge the ball, and sometimes it hits you right in the face. Imagine that you spilled your morning coffee or got caught in an unexpected downpour. Irritating, right? What about such troubles as losing your job, a heartbreaking breakup, or failure in a business that you gave all your strength to? At such moments, it is quite normal to feel depressed. But what if we turn the scenario? What if we perceive these trials not as cruel jokes of fate, but as severe training of our inner strength? Resilience is not the ability to dodge blows in life, but the ability to overcome them. Every obstacle you jump over, every no you overcome, is like an exercise in the gym for the muscles of your resilience. It is not about playing cool or dodging pain. It is about looking into the face of your difficulties and saying, you will not defeat me. Every trial, no matter how bitter it is, carries a hidden lesson in it. You were not taken for this work. Perhaps this is a masterclass in resilience, or an indicator of the path, more in line with your true calling. Problems in relationships. Perhaps this is a seminar on effective communication or self-knowledge. The focus is to switch from the topic, "Why is this happening to me?" to the topic, "What can I learn from this?" Such an image of thinking not only strengthens resilience, but also educates wisdom. As the wise Seneca once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as hard work strengthens the body." Your trials are not just an obstacle, they are your most honest mentors. Start by reviewing your battle scars. Remember those moments. How did you endure? What inner forces did you discover in yourself? Arm yourself with this knowledge for the next round. When you face a new challenge, repeat your victories. This is not just an encouraging speech. This is a confirmation of your resilience. Remember that resilience is not an inborn right, but a craft sharpened in the fire of adversity. Each trial is your chance to improve this skill. By mastering the skills of self-analysis and resilience, you not only withstand life's storms, but also learn to manage them gracefully. These are not just bizarre theories. These are practical tactics that you can start applying today. Gradually, you will not just turn into a person who keeps his cool in a crisis situation, but into a wiser and stronger version of yourself, able to cope with anything that life throws at you. Third, take the strength of perspective. Life is often like roller coasters, isn't it? At one point you rise, and at another point you fall. It's easy to get lost in this chaos. However, we have a secret weapon at our disposal. This weapon is our perspective. The way we look at what's going on around us can change our entire experience. Remember, it's not what's happening to you that's important, but how you react to it. This is the essence of Stoicism. Now imagine that your mind is a mirror. Everything is reflected in it, good, bad, ugly. But here's the key point. The mirror doesn't have to react. It just shows what's in front of it. In the same way, you can be similar to this mirror. If something stressful happens to you, take a step back. Look at it as if you're just an observer who doesn't get involved in what's going on. This detachment doesn't mean the absence of concern. It's rather about maintaining calm in the midst of a storm. Every day you face a choice. It doesn't matter how you respond to a rude comment, how you deal with a traffic jam, or a crisis at work. In these moments, you can exercise your stoicism. You can't control the actions of other people or what's throwing you life, but you can control your reaction. This is where your true power lies. As Epictetus said, "It's not what's happening to you that's important, but how you react to it. Accept it. Choose calm instead of chaos, understanding instead of anger." Let's start with a simple step. Next time, when something insignificant irritates you, take a pause and take a deep breath. Then ask yourself, is it worth the frustration of my calm? Visualize how you respond calmly and rationally. With practice, this approach will become your main reaction, even to more serious problems. Remember that changing your point of view doesn't mean denying your feelings. It's rather about controlling them in such a way that you can hold yourself in your hands and remain calm. This is a change of perspective, a powerful tool in your Stoic arsenal. Use it wisely and observe how your world changes, not because the world itself has changed, but because you have changed. Fourth, practice gratitude every day. Let's talk about gratitude. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean pasting a sticker with a happy face on every problem. It's a sifting through the mess and a search for a golden shine, that tiny thing that goes right, even when the world seems upside down. Think about it. You are late, and the bus has just passed by. Of course, it's unpleasant, but now you have a few unexpected moments under the open sky. Take a deep breath. Enjoy it. Have you stained your favorite shirt? It's not only unpleasant, but also encourages you to diversify your wardrobe. Maybe the shirt that hangs in the depth of your wardrobe will actually become your next favorite. It's not about ignoring life's difficulties. It's about balancing the scales so that you are not burdened only by difficult moments. Of course, when you are immersed in a difficult day, gratitude can seem like a far-fetched fairy tale, but that's when it changes the situation. You are stuck in a traffic jam. It's a solo concert in your car, waiting for its time. Overloaded at work, you in the smithy become stronger and sharper. Remember what Epictetus said about wisdom. Wise is he who is not sad about what he does not have, but rejoices in what he has. Fifth, Take changes as a constant magnitude. Everything changes. Times of the year, trends, technologies, people. This is the only constant in life. Resisting changes is the same as trying to contain the ocean. This is tiring and useless. Taking changes, on the contrary, gives you strength. This means that you adapt, show flexibility and resilience. It's not about loving all changes, but about not allowing the fear of changes to rule you. Developing this thought, remember, when something changes, take the time to assess it. What's new? What has changed? What has disappeared? Then ask yourself how you can adapt to new conditions. Maybe it's learning new skills to change jobs, or looking for new ways of communicating at a distance. Adaptation is your superpower among these changes. It's important to understand that although everything around you is constantly changing, you can find stability within yourself. Your basic values, your goals, your passions all remain unchanged. They are your anchor in the constantly changing sea of life. When everything around you is changing, return to these constants. They will lead you forward. Given this, it is important to understand that you cannot predict the future, but you can prepare for it. Keep learning, developing, challenging yourself. The more often you do this, the better you will be prepared for any changes. Remember that changes are not an enemy. It's an opportunity to grow, develop, become a better version of yourself. Sixth, develop compassion for yourself and others. Compassion is understanding and kindness. It is a recognition that everything, including you, is possible. It's easy to be strict with yourself or others when something goes wrong. But what if you offer understanding instead? What if you treat yourself and others with the same kindness that you would show to a good friend? Be kind to yourself. When you make a mistake, instead of punishing yourself, ask yourself, what can I learn from this example? Treat yourself with the same compassion that you would show to a close person. Remember that being kind to yourself is not selfishness. It's necessary. You can't pour from an empty cup. Everyone you meet is struggling, and you don't know anything about. Remember this when you talk to other people. That rude cashier, perhaps he is going through difficult times. Your friend who cancelled plans at the last minute, perhaps he is overloaded. Treat this situation with understanding and kindness. As Mark Aurelius said, be tolerant to others and strict to yourself. In the end, compassion makes the world better. It starts with you and spreads all over the world. It improves your relationships, reduces stress and brings a sense of peace. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. In a world that often seems harsh and unkind, be a beacon of compassion and see how it changes not only your life, but the lives of the people around you. 7. Cultivate moments when you think about yourself. Have you noticed how often your thoughts are everywhere but not here? You can be at work, but your thoughts are busy on weekends. Or you are surrounded by your family, but your thoughts are busy with work. This is an ordinary struggle. A real presence in the moment is a powerful way to reduce stress and live more stoically. We are talking about completely immersing yourself in the situation here and now, not getting lost in the past and not worrying about the future. To practice awareness, you don't need anything special. Start with your feelings. What do you see, hear, feel and feel right now? Using your feelings brings you back to the present. Try to do this while eating, walking and talking. Completely immerse yourself in the feeling. When you are fully present in the present, stress and worries disappear. You don't think about tomorrow and don't regret yesterday. You are just here, in this moment. Such concentration brings clarity and calm. This allows you to cope with situations with a straight head and a clear mind. As Seneca said, true happiness is true, unrestrained dependence on the future. Like everything else, attention requires practice. Try to set a reminder during the day to pause and check yourself. Are you fully present in the present? What are you thinking about, and what do you feel? Such regular practice will gradually change your state of silence to a state of greater presence and calm. 8. Perfection is a trap. It is an unfulfilled standard that leads to stress and disappointment. Instead, focus on growth, learning, improvement and moving forward. This does not mean that you don't have to do everything possible, but you have to do it with the understanding that perfection is not the goal. The goal is progress. Look for opportunities for growth every day. Maybe you will try to solve a problem at work or learn to cook a new dish. Growth can be found in both big and small problems. This means getting out of your comfort zone and accepting the unknown. Every step forward, no matter how small it is a victory. Mark these moments. Have you finished a difficult task? Find time to evaluate your efforts. Have you learned a lesson from a mistake? This is growth. Mark it. Small holidays form the thought of progress and stability. Remember that growth is a journey, not a destination. There is always something new that you can learn, that you can improve. This journey is not to achieve ultimate perfection, but to constantly develop and adapt. By adopting this way of thinking, you'll find that stress and pressure decrease, and the problem will be solved. 9. Maintain healthy relationships. People are social beings. Our relationships with other people significantly affect our well-being, but not all relationships are created the same. Healthy relationships, built on mutual respect, understanding, and support, are vital. They soothe you in stressful moments and make you happy in good times. Focus on creating strong, positive relationships. Really listen to others. This means showing empathy and understanding. It also means setting boundaries and respecting the boundaries of other people. Healthy relationships are a two-way street. Remember toxic relationships, those that exhaust you, bring constant negativity, or do not respect your boundaries. Such relationships can significantly increase stress and unhappiness. It is quite normal to distance yourself from such relationships. Your well-being should come first. Like a garden, relationships need care. Regular meetings, quality time together, and showing gratitude are all important. Remember that it is not about the number of friends, but about the quality of these relationships. Several close, healthy relationships are much more valuable than many superficial ones. 10. Accept simplicity in life. Life can be difficult, but many of these difficulties arise by themselves. Accepting simplicity means focusing on what is really important and throwing away everything else. This means finding joy in simple things. A walk in the park, a quiet moment with a book, a conversation with a friend. Start with cleaning not only your physical, but also mental space. What obligations, activities, or thoughts do not serve you? Let them go. Focus on what benefits your life. Such simplification reduces stress and helps you understand what is really important. A simple, consistent routine of the day can bring a sense of peace and stability. It does not have to be tough, but the presence of a general structure of the day can help to reduce stress. This guarantees that important things such as work, rest, relationships will receive the attention they deserve. Simplicity is the ability to find satisfaction in the present moment. This is a recognition that for happiness you do not need more. You just need to appreciate what you have. This does not mean that you do not strive for more, but you do it out of a sense of satisfaction, not out of a sense of lack. By accepting simplicity, you will find that life becomes calmer, more joyful, and, surprisingly, more intense. To sum up, we can say that Stoicism can become a valuable guide to overcome difficult moments in your life. By applying such Stoic principles as simplicity, self-confidence, and attention, you will be able to cultivate a sense of calm, wisdom, and kindness in the face of stress and adversity. Remember that this may take time and effort. We are talking about constant progress on the way to a calmer and fuller life. So why not start today and master the art of Stoicism in stressful situations? Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, stay strong.